everyone. We're going to begin what is my very favorite project or very favorite assignment for this whole class because I think it is super enlightening. We are going to buy a car. And so you could find a car that you're actually interested in buying. What would this 2019 Toyota Corolla be at CarMax? Or, what would it cost to get a Ford F-150, a 2020 on Carvana? But we're going to find a car that you might actually be interested in. So I'm probably not going to choose a Tesla. But pick a car that's reasonable. And so I want you to find the car, give me the car year, the car make, and the car model. Is it a 2020 Toyota Corolla? The asking price of the car. And then the next thing you're going to do is decide on a down payment. There is no right or wrong answer for this. You could put nothing down. You could put 10% down. You could put like $1,000 down. Whatever you want to put down as a down payment, the rest of that then will be the amount financed. So you'll take the asking price of the car minus your down payment, and that will give you the amount to be financed. Okay. Next thing is called the North Carolina Highway Use Fee. And it's really a sneaky little tax that you have to pay when you buy a car. Used car, new car, you pay this highway use fee. And it's just straight out 3% of the original asking price. So if the car was $20,000, we'd take 3% of $20,000 and not 3% of what you actually finance. Okay, next, the amount that you finance is going to be the asking price of the car minus the down payment. Okay, so you have to finance that, but you can also finance this 3% highway use fee. So we're going to add those two. We're going to add those two together, right here, where it has total amount to be financed, the price of the car, and not the price of the car, it's the price of the car after your down payment. I'll try to fix this on the assignment. Plus your highway use fee. Then you have to find a bank. Okay, so let's talk about finding a bank. I'm going to have some links in our assignment. And you can go down and choose, here it has State Employees Credit Union. There's also this one that says Lightstream for SunTrust cars. Let's just look at the credit union because it is a really nice website. It is super easy to use. So we'll look at the State Employees Credit Union website. Okay, so here it is, and you just scroll down, so you go to this page and you just scroll down here and it has prices. We're going to pick a used car and I'm going to click on View More Rates. And what this tells you is if you have a used car that's less than 5 years old and you finance it for 36 months, they'll finance that for 5 1/4. If you finance a 5-year-old car for 60 months, it's 5 7/5%. However, if you get to an older car, they're absorbing more risk, so they charge you more interest. So if you're financing a 7 or 8-year-old car for 5 years, you're going to pay 6.5%. So it's a full percent higher. This is a super, super nice website. I love it so much. Some of the other websites are really hard to use. I couldn't even find Wells Fargo's car rates. But you can look around, whatever bank you use. I think you can find it on the First Citizens website. You can try First Third Bank. Whoever you bank with, you might want to check it out. But if their website is very unwieldy, go back to the State Employees Credit Union site. So if we had 48 months at 5.5%. Let's come back over here. So you'll list your bank. State Employees Credit Union, rate, 5.5%, number of months, 48 months. Then the next thing will be calculating is our monthly payment. So now that we know our bank and the rate and the number of months, then we can find our monthly payment. Okay, and you can use an app. There are a lot of apps that you can look up. Android has one that's called Auto Loan Calculator. It's a little green car icon. I'm not sure what's on the iPhone, but you can find an app to do that. But I'm going to show you a website that will also do the same thing. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the page that's going to be called Car Project Links, and go down here to the bottom, and it has FN Calculator. It's a financial calculator. TVM, and what TVM stands for is time value of money. So we're going to control click and go to this site. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so you're going to choose end because we're going to be paying at the end of the month. Present value is how much you're financing. So let's say we're financing $10,500. Future value is going to be 0 because you're going to start out with a loan of $10,500 and pay it down to 0. Okay, and then you'll put in your annual rate, and I think we had like 5.5%. I don't really remember, but that's our annual rate. Periods is how many months that you're going to finance it for. Let's go with 5 years, 60 months, so 5.5 annual rate, 60 months. Compounding, we've done compounding interest by hand, but here we're going to compound daily because the bank, you know, they're not going to lose any money. They're going to compound and charge you interest on your interest until you pay it off. So $10,500 down to 0, 5.5%. We're doing 60 months. You could do 48 months, 72 months, 36 months. And what we're looking for is the payment. So we can search for any of these. So we're going to search for payment. And so it's a negative because it's coming out of your pocket. So your payment would be $200.62. Okay. I promise I'm not going to talk forever, but I remember when I wanted to buy my very first car. I didn't know how much of a car I could afford. So I went in and I said, I can afford a $250 car payment. And that is it. And, you know, I bank at First Citizens, and I'm pretty sure I can get 5.5% for 60 months. Or actually, I ended up financing it at the Nissan dealership in Boone, and I wanted to know how much car I could afford. So I would click on present value. I could afford about a $13,000 car. So this is a super cool website that you can use for lots of different things. So I would just put it on your computer and bookmark it. Okay, so let's go back to our assignment. Okay, so at this point, you know your monthly payment. Okay, last thing, and we're going to work on this for a couple of weeks, but I want you to go ahead and find the car, decide on your down payment, find a bank, calculate your monthly payment. The last part that I want us to do this week is the insurance. Okay, insurance is a little bit squirrely. If you already have insurance, like I have Nationwide insurance, I know Beth at Nationwide, I can call Beth and go, Beth, I'm thinking about getting a 2020 Ford F-150. How much would that be? How much would the insurance be? And she goes, oh, if you can tell me, what the model number is. So when you find your car, make sure you write down, is it an L, is it an LE, is it an SE, is it the sport model, does it have four-wheel drive, is it two-wheel drive, does it have leather seats? So you can give them a little bit of information about the car. And so if you already have insurance, they will just tell you what the insurance would be for a second car. If you don't have insurance, you might be able to do this with your parents' insurance if you are still at home. Otherwise, you're going to have to do something a little bit squirrely. You can go to this website called thezebra.com, and I'll see if I can show it to you. The Zebra. And what the Zebra will do is give you an insurance quote, but you have to type in some information. It's like, do you own your home? Do you rent? I'm buying a car soon. And so let's just say that you rent and you are buying a car soon. Save and continue. Oh, field is required. I don't even know what that is. Do you currently have car insurance? Let's say yes. Why are you shopping for insurance today? I'm buying a car soon. So it makes you answer a whole bunch of stuff. It makes you give them your name, and it wants them to give you. It wants your email address. So it's kind of a squirrely way to do it, but they absolutely will send you quotes for car insurance. And if you're really looking for car insurance, this is kind of a cool little site. You can also go on like Geico and places like that to get your car insurance. Okay. So that's the half of the project I want us to do now. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about the DMV, maintenance fees, fuel cost, taxes, and I have a link to Caldwell and Catawba. I'll see if I can get a link to Watauga and maybe Wilkes where we can look up taxes, but we will talk about that next week. So for now, find a car and screenshot a picture of the car, because we're also going to need the mileage. Does it get 30 highway, 34 city? So we're going to need all that. Super cool. I love, love, love this project so much. Okay. Hope you are having a good day.